What's going on, everybody? Today we're doing Soundgarden, Outshined. The guitar tuning is going to be drop D. So go ahead and grab your acoustic or electric and we'll get started. Okay, everyone, remember I'm considering this a beginner style lesson. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to just be breaking every single part down, taking our time on it, okay? So we're going to start on fret 10. Remember, this is drop D tuning, so we're going to start with the first or second finger. I think I'll start with my second today. We're going to hit the 6, 5, and 4 strings. And you're going to slide downwards. So when you slide, you're going to hold all 3 strings firmly, 6, 5, and 4. And make your way down to around fret 3 area. Because right after, we're going to enter a palm mute with our right hand before we transition back to our left. So what we're doing there is we're going to be palm muting where you use your right hand and you're using the side of it, maybe around the pinky area, maybe a little bit towards the inner, depending on how you rest on those strings. And you're going to get this more of a hum kind of sound. You're going to pluck 6, 5, and 4. When you do this, see the difference from 6 and 6, 5, 4. Now if you only hit 6, 5, or at least you get something beefy sounding like this instead of like that. That's what you want. You want this to sound thick. A lot of these notes in this are going to be heavy-handed. That doesn't mean you force your hand through it, but you want it to sound heavier than just like this now. Okay, so how do you get a palm mute? The way you get a palm mute is you're going to rest your hand on all those strings we were talking about, and you're just going to find where it sits right on the bridge or the saddle area, right before the string ends. So watch this. There it is for mine. You can totally hear when I reach it and when I'm not on it. Okay, so you want to find that first. So we got this so far. And you go with 2 palm mutes right there. Okay, so after the 2 palm mutes, what you're going to do next is you're going to go to fret 3. You're going to pluck it there once, 6, 5, and 4. Then you're going to hammer on to fret 5. Notice when I say hammer on, I'm not plucking on my right hand. So what does a hammer on do? You're going to pretend your finger, in this case it's your 3rd finger because you're coming from 3 to 5. You're going to pretend it's a hammer and you're going to hit it like you hit a nail. And then you're going to hold it down once you get there. Remember, notice I'm only plucking on 3. Now once you hold it there, notice when I'm hammering on, I'm only holding 6, 5, and 4. I'm not making sure I hold any other strings. Then I'm going to come back to fret 3 and pluck it. So we got this. And it's all one fluent motion. Now notice when I play, I make it sound even and heavy. You don't have to strum hard, but you want to make it sound even, and that'll usually take care of it making it sound heavy. Okay, so we got this. Got it? One more time. Now, the next part, we're going to pluck the 6, 5, and 4 open on the 6. And you're going to hammer on with the 1st finger to fret 3. See how I did that? So we got. Now here's the tricky part. The tricky part before we tie it all so far together is after you do the 6 string, 5 and 4, hammer on to 3. You got to take this 1st finger, give it a little wiggle, little vibrato, you know, on fret 3, string 5 only. So we got open, hammer on a 3, string 5 only. With a little wiggle at the end, a little vibrato. So that part can be a little tricky in the beginning. So you're going to want to take it slow. Work on transitions. So the transition part comes in this. Once again, when you get to this last note, you got to make sure you're muting all the other strings. Nothing else is playing. So let me show you how I do it. I'm going to pluck all of them open. Well, not all, but you know, 6, 5, 4. Hammer on to 3. And then I'm going to just move my 1st finger down in that transition. Pluck 5. But while I'm doing that, these notes are muted. And my 6th string is muted with my 1st finger, the tip of the 1st finger. So when I'm playing string 5, I'm playing more of the fatter part on the fretboard. So, and that's a specific case where you want to do it that way. So you can mute that 6th string. So we got, and you want to work it like that. So from the beginning so far, we got, one more time, okay? Now notice how I've been pausing on little parts so you can catch it. It's okay to pause when you're learning things, or separate and then transition it together over a couple days, because it's gonna take you some time to get used to these transitions, especially as a beginner. So first part, this one. And once again, you're only, on the last part, you're plucking, hammer on, pluck. Now, let's tie it into the last part of it. After you're holding this last note on string 5, we got 2 more little sections to learn. The second to last section is going to be from here. Now you're going to go to fret 6, 6, 5, 4, fret 5, 6, 5, 4, fret 3, 6, 5, 4. That's it. So now you can play with the 3rd finger, 2nd, 1st, or I think I prefer to do middle, 1st. So we got this so far. Or whichever fingers work for you, because in that case I kind of wanted to do it like this. One more time, and then we'll wrap it up with I think the most unique part to this riff. It's kind of a cool thing you can incorporate into your own type of playing. So that's technically the riff, but there's one cool thing that happens at the end of that riff. It's this. That little slide back up is so cool, because it just makes it sound more dirty and grungy, you know. So let me show you how we're doing that. So we got this last part we learned. You're going to take your finger from here as it's holding the note, and you're going to just drag it all the way, I would say, about to where you started in the beginning, which is fret 10 sliding down. So we're going to go, and then you come right back into those palm mutes that were open, and right back into the beginning of that riff. Notice we're not going to start with the slide anymore, but that little thing right here is so cool to me, man. I love doing that. So how do you do it? Once again, you're holding 6, 5, 4 on the strings, and you're on the fret 3. And right when you get to fret 10, you got to come in with that palm mute. But you want to drag it. And you might just want to practice that separate. And you come right back into that riff. So might be a good idea to tie that in as well. So let's go ahead and put it all together slowly so you can have something to aim towards, and then work on your speed. Could take a couple days, might take a week depending on your level, and you'll get the riff. So alright everyone, that's it for this guitar lesson video. I hope you enjoyed it as always. And if you need more help with this song, other songs, or if you feel stuck in your guitar playing, remember I'm a Skype guitar instructor. You can head over to mountainsideguitar.com and see what my current students have to say about my Skype guitar lesson program. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll leave those in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next guitar lesson video.